What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we have some huge news. The Giants have traded Jason Pierre Paul for a third-round pick and a fourth-round pick. Actually, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Giants just swap picks in the fourth round. The Giants go from 102 to 108 and vice versa for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but the Giants acquired the 69th overall pick, the third-round pick in the 2018 draft, so they're all 2018 draft picks. And to me, this is just a great trade. I said this from a couple videos back that we needed to trade at least one of these defensive ends that is making $17 million a year for us. We don't need both of them. We probably don't need both. We probably don't need any of them. Right now, we still have Olivier Vernon on the roster still, but we do trade Jason Pierre Paul. He comes back home to Florida. He's a Florida native. He played at USF. I believe USF plays at Raymond James Stadium as well as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think USF plays at the Buccaneers Stadium. So it should be, going back home for Jason Pierre Paul. So best of luck for Jason Pierre Paul. He gave us a great 8 years. Not as much as, not what we expected. We wanted a little bit more out of Jason Pierre Paul. He hasn't had a 10-plus sack season since, like 2014 or something like that. His best season was back in 2011 when we won the Super Bowl. He had 16.5 sacks. And he pretty much hasn't replicated his play since then. So this is a good trade. He's 29 years old. So, he's getting up there in age. So might as well just trade him, see what we can get out of him. We got a decent amount. We got something good. We got a third-round pick, and we were able to move up a little bit with the fourth round. So, great trade. Dave Gettleman's doing some great things. We saved ourselves $2.5 million on the cap this year. That's just this year. Next year, we're avoiding out, $17 million a year every year for the rest of his contract. I believe he signed a 5-year contract or something like that back when he did sign it. So I don't know if he had like 3 or 2 more years left. I can't remember. But let me know what you guys think about this signing. For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, this is a great trade as well. They basically only had to give up a third-round pick for Jason Pierre Paul. They get some instant production from the defensive end position. They don't have any guys at the defensive end position or any guys on the defensive line, rather. They do have Gerald McCoy. They just signed Bo Allen. They just got Vinny Curry from the Philadelphia Eagles. So they're building up some pass rush there. Vinny Curry and Jason Pierre Paul should produce immediately for them. We're talking about Tampa Bay that had one of the worst defensive lines and worst beat-up defensive lines. There was a lot of injuries on that defense last year. And like I said, they get some instant production there in Vinny Curry and Jason Pierre Paul now added to the squad. So you can expect definitely, Jason Pierre Paul is not your super sack guy. He's not going to give you 10 plus sacks a year consistently. Maybe he will get you 10 sacks this year, I don't know, or over that, I don't know, but he will provide some instant production as far as the run game goes. He's one of the top-notch run stuffing defensive ends in the NFL. That's not to be debated. He's definitely high tier in that category, but when it comes to sacks, he's just not that guy per se. So he is extremely athletic. You're getting an extremely athletic 4-3 defensive end, and that's one of the reasons why I think Dave Gettleman did trade him. Olivier Vernon, he's a little bit more of a hybrid type defensive end. You could stick him out and play linebacker in a 3-4. I believe he did do some of that at Miami when Olivier Vernon did spend time in Miami. Coming to the Giants, he played 4-3 defensive end. I believe he's going to be playing some linebacker for us. I don't know. That's if we keep Olivier Vernon, if we don't trade him already. So, Jason Pierre Paul, in my opinion, I don't know where he would have fit on this 3-4 defense, 3-4 scheme for us. He is a very athletic, strong defensive end that I don't know if he would have done well as a 3-4 defensive end. That's just my opinion. So I think he best fits a role as a 4-3 defensive end. So he goes to Tampa and does that. So, as far as the draft goes, what does that do for the draft? Now, here's the thing. With us acquiring these picks, First of all, great pick currency. We get another third round pick, a potential starter right there. So, when it comes to who we're going to draft now or if we're going to trade down, I honestly think we're going to stay in our position. I hope we do stay in our position because we have some great candidates here. We have Saquon Barkley, who I want, everybody else wants. Then you got, Quentin Nelson, who a lot of people want as well, and I don't mind Quentin Nelson as well. I think that would be a great pickup. And then now you have to throw in Bradley Chubb. Can he potentially be a draft pick for the New York Giants? Can Bradley Chubb be a New York Giant? And I would love this. I wasn't thinking about this because we had these defensive ends that are making so much money. I didn't think we needed another defensive end, especially second overall when we could be choosing a different player that fits a need. Bradley Chubb now fits a need, and to me, this is something very exciting to think about. Bradley Chubb, I think, can be a great 4-3 or 3-4 defensive end. I think he can do both. I think he's extremely strong, extremely quick for his size. I think he can be a 10-plus sack guy and still be very elite in stopping the run. I like Bradley Chubb. I think he's a legit top defensive end. It could be a Pro Bowl and All-Pro in the coming years as an NFL player. So I think, throwing Bradley Chubb in the conversation, mock drafts are going to start to shake a little bit with Bradley Chubb now in the conversation as a potential draftee of the New York Giants. So you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Bradley Chubb will be a New York Giant, or do you think the Giants will be still going after Saquon Barkley because he's just a can't-miss type of player? And I think Bradley Chubb is the Saquon Barkley of the defense in this draft. This is another guy that you cannot miss on. Bradley Chubb, if you have a need at defensive end, whether you're in the 4-3, whether you're in the 3-4, you cannot miss out on Bradley Chubb. So a lot of people had Indianapolis taking Bradley Chubb. That looked like the honest pick right there for the Indianapolis Colts, but they moved back in the draft. They moved back to the 6th overall pick. Who knows if Chubb will still be on there by the 6th pick, but man, this is very exciting. The Giants are definitely going to get a blue chip player no matter what position they choose in this coming draft. If they stick with the number 2 pick, you got Quentin Nelson, who fits a need. You have Saquon Barkley, who fits a need. You have Bradley Chubb, who fits a need. So you cannot go wrong with this number 2 overall pick unless you get a quarterback at it. I do not want a quarterback in this draft. I do not want a quarterback. Quarterback does fit a need as well, but I just don't want one. I want someone who's going to make an impact right away. So like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I was just about to finish my mock draft, but maybe I'll keep my mock draft and I'll just post it. Well, I'll post it tomorrow, guys. The mock draft is coming. Also, I have my on my gaming channel, New York Giants Connected Franchise. A new video will be posted tonight, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. Link is in the description. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, my gaming channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.